to Sunday morning's live stroll. It's another chilly one. It's currently 1 degree. It doesn't feel sort of freezy, if I'm honest with you. So what's everybody's plans for today? Is it a normal Sunday? Whatever normal Sunday is for you. For me, or for us, we are going to the cafe for breakfast. Then we're going on to go to Costco just to look at a couple of bits. We might have to try and find somewhere else to go before we go to Costco because I don't think they open till 11. And then I want to get home. There's quite a bit of football on today. Again, Liverpool lost yesterday, so I've got no interest in who wins and who loses. Just nice to sit down. There's a cup final today as well, of course, isn't there? So we are going to do the long stroll today. We're going to go over the fields into the next village and then round. Hopefully it won't be too slippery and boggy. If you were with me before when we did this stroll, you'll know that it was particularly bad. We're going to cross over here. Come on, Azra. Onto some hard path, good. Yeah, so what we'll do is we sort of walk up towards where Azra's horsey friends are, and then we sort of cut across that field. If you've been with me before, you'll know where I mean. I was thinking about driving out of the village today, but I think until we come back from going away and it warms up a bit, it's just not very nice, is it, going too far? So if you are new here, we are out every morning. This is later today, as I say, normally we would be out earlier than this during the week due to working commitments, obviously. Not so bad during the week. Sorry, not so bad at the weekend, I'm sorry. This is Azra in front, if you are new here. She is a rescue dog. She was found in a box at the side of a road. She is half Labrador, half Beagle colour, Labrador size. And we've had her now 4.5 years. She'll be 5 in May. Chasing a pigeon there. I did try yesterday a landscape rather than portrait live, and I don't think it was that well received really, which is a shame really, because I think you see a lot more than you would in portrait, but it is what it is, isn't it? I guess people can watch in portrait more easily on their mobile devices if that's what they're going to do. But if you're watching it on an iPad or a telly, whatever. But the statistics do say, and you can find all this out on YouTube, most people do watch on their mobile. So again, if you have been with me before, you'll know sort of the general direction where we're heading. There will not be a Sunday live next Sunday or the Sunday after, and this is because we are, if everything goes to plan, we'll be an hour into our flight. This time next Sunday. The first travel series will be underway of the year, of which as it stands at the minute there are 3 to come, maybe more, you don't know, who knows. 3 that we know about. So what's everybody else up to today? I've told you what I'm up to today. Where's everybody watching from? What time is it where you are? I can't read that. I am sorry. Is it Stan? Hi to you if it is, if I've got that right. Do apologise. Thanks for commenting. If you're new here, do like and subscribe. As I say, we are on every day. This is a later one though. Normally we're on about around 5 during the week, around 6 on Saturdays, and obviously a bit later on a Sunday. So trackies, hoodie, body warmer and a hat is the order of the day. I can't wait till it goes back to being shorts and a t-shirt. But I don't know how they will work with the harness, because the harness relies on the zip of the body warmer to support it, crazily. So might have to go back to handheld, which is pretty rubbish, but we'll see. Small world problems, guys. Small world problems. Go on, Azra, lead on. James's team, I didn't say, James's football team yesterday won. They did make a real meal of it yesterday. It was 1-1 at half time, but the team they were playing were bottom of the league. They've only won 1 game all season. Now, I do get it. When you're playing a team that are first or second in the league, you do raise yourself. And I remember we used to have many years of being that team near the bottom, and 6:48. Yeah, so you're in the UK as well. Well, you must be, I guess. North, south, east, west. You do set your team up a bit differently to make it harder for that better team to break through you. It doesn't always make it the most exciting game, but it makes it a bit more hard for them. And that's sort of what they were doing yesterday. I mean, the goalkeeper, for example, he was diving around like Bambi on ice, and the ball wasn't anywhere near him. The ball had gone off the pitch for a goal kick, and he was diving around. Even the referee was getting fed up. You know, things like that. But fair dues to them. It's all gamesmanship, isn't it? I had to move 1, 2, 3. How are you this morning? Like and subscribe, people. I always give people a shout out. Like and subscribe, it does mean a lot. I am doing a bit of work for the channel as well on my other phone, so sometimes I will be going quiet. It's nice to listen to the bird song sometimes as well, actually, isn't it? I think. I said it before during the week, but I do find it very therapeutic listening to the bird song. A bit like having the tropical fish tank at home. You can look at that, and for that split second in time, it takes away all the stress. I will recommend having a fish tank at home. So we might see Azra's horsey friends this morning. Where they'll be, I don't know. Didn't see them at all yesterday, but it was very, very foggy. I mean, this morning is completely different to yesterday. There is a bit of mist in the air, but nothing like yesterday. It was thick yesterday. Yeah, they're all over the back. Come on, Azra. I can see one of them anyway. Can't see the other one. Azra, this way. Yeah, they're all over the back. That's a shame. Anyway, we go on. Just making sure we were still live, and it is still going live, so that's good. Looks like in the next field it's going to be a lot more sort of misty than it is over this side of the A10. I don't know whether that is right. I mean, I look behind me, it's quite clear, but over there it's quite foggy. It might be coming out on the older camera. It does look really, really foggy over there. The sun on this side is definitely burning off quicker, obviously. So we are coming up to Azra's little bit of agility training this morning. If you know, you know. If you've been with me before, you'll know. There's a little style up here, which she always makes a meal of. Always. It's really not that big, guys. And we'll show you in a minute. It is only 1 degree, but you wouldn't think it. It is actually all right. Actually, we are approaching the A10 now, and if you can't see it, you can hear it. And it's reasonably busy this morning. I don't know where everyone's going at 5 to 7 in the morning, but it sounds particularly busy. Right, so we're coming up to Azra's little bit of agility training, which she'll make a real fuss of. Come on, Azra. Here she goes. Oh, big effort for her there. She makes it a lot worse than it is, guys, trust me. Right, so we just need to have our wits and ears about us, so just be quiet for a few seconds. So there's a car coming from our left. Wait. Right, come on. There's another car coming, but we've got enough room to go and get it over and done with. Come on, let's go. There we go. Thank you for the likes this morning, guys. I haven't seen them all coming through, so thanks for that. We're now down into the next field, and to be fair, now we're across this side. It looked far worse than it was. Whether it's just lifted a little bit, it looks a lot worse than that when we were the other side with the mist. So that is where we're heading. Now this is the style that Azra can't go over, and we have to go under the railway line. Now if you were with me before, it was very, very slippery and very, very wet, and I actually thought I was going to go in. Now we haven't had anywhere like the amount of rain we had the last time we were over here. It is still quite muddy, but it's sort of a little bit compacted now. So maybe it'll be a bit better, I don't know. We will wait and see. Come on. Come on, Azra. Loads to sniff, isn't there? Loads to sniff. Lead on. Will we see a train this morning? I've absolutely no idea of timings this morning of trains. We were lucky when we were over here last time. We managed to see one coming from Cambridge. No, my luck, it'll come as we're going underneath the line and be like thunder going over. Remember that we used to have that. If you look at any of my vlogs, one in particular one we did of a walk around Broxbourne. That was actually a vlog as opposed to a live. It's one of the very early ones I did. Halfway through, I'd say, we go under a train bridge, and just as we get there, the train, and it was a fast train from Cambridge, rumbled through. I think it was the Stansted Express, actually. It was so noisy. And I remember that bridge from when I used to live there as a kid. It used to be great being under there. Oh, there was another one. Used to be great. Not when you got a dog who's frightened of anything mechanical. She was not happy. Anyway, we live to tell the tale. She does love coming over these fields and what have you. I just wish I could let her off the lead. She's not got the best recall. Thank you for another like. There's a few comments coming in this morning now. What have we got? So I've missed a few. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo, Puppy Power. Who let the dogs out? Yeah, New Film Planet for the dogs. Morning to Rook. How you doing? Do make sure you like and subscribe. It does really mean lots to channels. A few people I'm seeing newbies this morning actually. So please feel free to like and subscribe. We are out every day at different times. And I got a hi from Little Ralphie. Little Ralphie is Azra's brother from another mother. Obviously he's not controlling the typing. The lovely Julia is doing that. But he likes to watch. He's a bit unwell at the minute, bless him. He's got a bit of a dicky tummy again overnight. So, yeah, I think it's a bit poorly at the minute, bless him. You can imagine what I went down to in the kitchen this morning, can't you guys? I'm not going to elaborate. Use your imagination. Yep, we are heading towards the station and back up the new path, so if you do want to come and join us, feel free. Right, we are going under. This is a lot better than it was. I have to go right down on my haunches, guys, so I have to concentrate for a minute. Go on. Okay, we are through, so we are now officially on the other side of the lines, and then the next village we're coming into is a village called Meldreth. Again, similar to our village in size, probably, maybe a bit smaller. Certainly not as much here in regards to shops. Nice pub. If you are ever in the South Cambridge area. Go on, Azra, over the bridge. Over the bridge. Nice old fashioned bridge. I'll just show you what we're looking at. Nice little stream. I think this is the River Cam, they call it. And that goes right through our village as well. Fairly steady flow this morning, actually. Okay, so we're now in a bit of a residential bit. Unfortunately, we can't get around that. So it sounds like we are going to be joined by Julia and little Ralphie. Now, that isn't going to be for a little while, guys. I'd say 15-20 minutes at least. So the plan is here, we will make our way up towards the high street in the village here, and then we will make our way back round. Azra, come on! You going off on your little tangent again? Do we need to walk in the road so you can ignore the bird and that cat over there? But honestly, guys, what a lovely morning though. Although it's crisp, what a beautiful morning. Feels like a spring morning. It's a bit colder than a spring morning. Come on, it's a bit colder than a spring morning, if I'm honest. Azra, what's up? Want to go to the loo? That's good. Get that done and out of the way. Right. I think that was half the distraction, guys, there. Birds, a cat, and needing to spend a penny. So again, when did we do this last? 2 or 3 weeks ago maybe, so some of you might have seen this, others might not have. It's been a decent number of people sort of flashing in and out, certainly far more than there were when I did the landscape one yesterday, so I think that sort of made my decision for me, that the landscape is definitely what people prefer. And as I've said, the statistics do tell you that. If you watch, you know, you can look at your statistics if you've got a channel, and most people enjoy it in this format, which is fine, no problem at all. It's lovely having the old daffodils up, the spring flowers. Got forget-me-nots there, it looks like some tulips as well. Birds are singing. What could be better on a Sunday morning, guys? There's a train in the station, so unfortunately we're going to miss that. We'll maybe get one coming the other way in a bit. I can hear it just came to a stop, so we're too far away to get there for that, unfortunately. We were a tad earlier this morning, which is probably why we missed the train that we saw last time. I'm sure most of you have seen a train before. So the other side of that blue sign coming up on the left, if you can see it with the arrows, just after that is where we cross over. We'll then make our way towards the crossover point, but it's the railway station bridge, so you have to go over the bridge, which is quite a steep bridge actually. You've got a car coming, or a van, no less. As I told you earlier on, she hates it. Go on, go on. Oh, another wee. Now we've got something coming from behind, so we'll just wait for this and then we'll cross. I genuinely thought that was Julia then. Same car. I thought, where is she going? Is she going to park her car and then we've got to go back and get it? I thought, no, she can't be. Right. Come on, Azra. Come on, in. There you go, you know the routine. Good girl. So fast approaching now. Well, we've done our exercise ring now, guys. That's positive. So we're now about to cross over the railway line. It's a steep old steps here. Azra, we're going up. Go on, up. Again, she makes it look a lot worse than it is. Got to go down yet at the other side. And we are still looking for a bin as well, but I'm not going to go onto the platform. I can't be bothered with that. We'll find one further along. Lovely view, guys. Sun coming up over here. Azra, wait. Sun coming up over here. Beautiful. I'm actually getting quite warm now. Actually. This chap coming in front, we see him most mornings somewhere around the village. He does do a lot of walking like we do. I think he might even do for much more than us, actually. This depends. I don't know how far he does during the week. But he's definitely always out at the weekends. Morning. Again, unusual to see anyone, and we are a bit earlier as well, so people making the most of this weather. I think it is supposed to get a little bit rubbish later, actually. So I guess people do like making the most of it. But what could be better in the village than this? So in a minute, in front, whether you can see that on the camera yet or not, I don't know. But you've got sort of the white sort of bridge, cars going across it at the moment. This is the underpass for the A10. So we've gone over it and under the railway line back there. And then just here, we've gone over the railway line and under the A10. So it gives you an idea of where we're going. It looks to me like Julia has literally just left home. So where they're quite going to meet, I don't know. Round the village centre, I reckon, so in about another 5 minutes or so with little Ralphie. Have I missed any more chats? Jonathan, I'm back. I missed you. They're coming on foot. Your walks Your walks are too late in the mornings. Oh, have you done the early ones during the week? We're out at 5 a.m. UK time, so these might be a bit too late for you, perhaps. I don't know. It depends where you're watching from, of course. But we're early, Monday to Friday. And I apologise I've missed all these comments. Again, this is what happens when you are talking away and you don't always concentrate on the screen. And this is one of the reasons sometimes when Julie messaged me that the live has gone down, I'm oblivious to it. Excuse me, I'll get my words out. Oblivious to it because I don't see it. Anyway, we've got a weapon for that now. We're using 2 phones. One doing the recording and another one I can keep an eye on. So Julie's saying to me around the church. I reckon that's about right, actually. Depends on how fast little Ralphie's prepared to walk. So stick with it, guys, because we've got a treat. I say a treat, it's always on a Sunday that they come and join up. Well, I say always, it's not always at all. Usually, funnily enough, on this stroll. It was this stroll before, wasn't it, where they met up with us. So all this, I want to say graffiti, and it's artwork, and it's done by the local schools on both sides, actually. And they're all, there we are, Priory, Aurora Meldriff Manor, and I think it's different groups. A United Reformed Church up there. And people were allowed to were allowed to paint when it was all being, this path was being redone. I think it's quite nice. And the reason I think it's quite nice is A, because it looks nice, and B, it stops the graffiti that we have on the other underpass around the other side. You may have seen it if you were tuned in then. Just makes it look a bit unsightly, the graffiti, doesn't it? Even though it's in the middle of nowhere, that particular one. Just looks a bit unsightly, I think, anyway. My opinion counts for very, very little, guys. I just say it how it is. Okay, so we are now going to be coming into our little village. And what have we done so far distance-wise? 1.6 miles. It's not actually that bad, actually. By the time I get home, it'll be nearer 2.5, 3 miles. But it doesn't actually feel that bad, and my hip is feeling pretty good. Again, if you've been with me, you'll know. If you haven't, where have you been? But I had an accident coming back from Disneyland Paris in October last year. Popped my hip, did some ligament damage. Was pretty washed up for 3 months. But now, obviously, we're on the mend. After having to get physiotherapy, lots of exercises in between physio sessions, all that sort of stuff, guys, that you have to do to get yourself better. If you ever do anything like it and you have to go and see a physio and they tell you to do stuff, do it. I've had it twice now, once with a shoulder, once with my leg, and both times I've done what they told me to do, feeling a lot better. So don't just go to physio thinking you're going to get a massage and they're going to click this and click that and you'll feel better. It don't work like that. You've got to put the hours in as well. Go on, Azra, lead on. And I set my goal when I went to see the physio right at the beginning of January after living with it for a couple of months. Well, I saw a doctor sort of mid-December. They got me for an appointment, an x-ray very quickly actually, which I was quite impressed with. I say very quickly. I went for my x-ray on New Year's Eve. Got the results quite quickly. And fortunately, I do have Bupa. And was seen by their sort of virtual doctor very quickly. Same day, in fact. And then I was able to give her the results of the x-ray. They knew exactly what to do. There was a fear at the time about maybe an operation, which scared the living daylights out of me. It really did. But physio was recommended. With Bupa, you get your first 5 sessions, and if you need any more, you have to then request it, all that sort of stuff. I only needed the 5, and the 5th one was for just to check where the strength was, and actually my left leg now, which is the one I hurt, it's actually stronger than my right leg. Morning. So yeah, that was that. And how lovely, actually. Come on. Come on, Azra, come on. And how lovely that was that, come on, don't worry about it. No. I'm going to come on to that in a minute, guys. But how lovely that was that people actually said, good morning. What I was going to say, what a stupid woman. She came around that corner completely, and I mean completely oblivious to what might have been coming. And I just had to pull her back then. People like that drive me nuts. If you see me before coming up to blind corners, you will see I always put her on a tighter lead. There's absolutely no way you know what's coming. Anyway, hopefully that's the most stress we get this morning. Don't do stress on a Sunday morning stroll, do we really, guys? Come on. So here's the old church. I feel little Ralphie and Julia are going to be somewhere around here. If they join us here, we might walk up past Azra's vet and then back round. We'll see where they join us. And here we are in the village centre. Not much to see. And there's Julia and little Ralphie. There's little Ralphie. Actually, look at her tail. Look at her tail. You okay?
Yes, you were like it.
Still not feeling well. Him, I mean. Come on. No. There's some woman who was jogging with her headphones on, just down there, and she came out the walkway where, obviously opposite the Sheen Mill, just completely ran out in front of me and Azra, and wondered why her dog initially kicked off, and it was a little dog like Ralph, so he had an attitude well. But just people like that, I'd literally just said good morning to a couple of ladies, and then she just completely didn't even look as she came out. I wonder what look Azra will give the vets as we go by. She always gets a bit worried. Does she even know where she is? Ralph was trying to cross the road. He knew where he was. I think if we were coming from the other way, Azra would be a bit more alert to it. She never really thinks about it coming from this way.
Ralph did.
Well, Ralph's nuts. Was James awake, or have you just come out? Go on, Azra, let's go. Come on. The A10 is really busy this morning. I don't know where everyone's going at this ridiculous o'clock of an hour. Yeah, but it's a bit early, isn't it? I mean, the schools don't break up till next week. Well, maybe. I was saying earlier in the stroll, this time next week we'll be halfway to our destination, all being well. You can see who's better prepared, can't you? Julie's got the old bum bag on with a bottle of water, all in her little holster. Mine's in my, just in my pocket. Unless it was really hot, I would never bring water out for her. Are we going this way? I've done 2.1 miles already. How much have you done? No, exactly. Come on, Azra. Come on. Here comes little Ralphie. Usually snoring when we're doing the strolls. I went down to 2 incidents this morning. Not just 1, 2. Come on, Azra. Good girl. We'll go up here and then round the back, okay? Extends Ralph's little walk, doesn't it? Come on, Azra. Or are you getting puffed? Do you want a drink? Do you want a drink?
Yeah.
I haven't got a drink. Mummy's got a drink.
Azra.
Nice supply.
Yeah.
Nice supply, guys.
No?
You can tell Julia was a brownie and a guide. I was a cub, I was never a scout. Always prepared. Come on, Azra, good girl. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. And this is what I was saying, guys. If you can't see what's going around the corner, get your log on a tighter lead, because you never know what's coming. Better to be safe than sorry, isn't it? Right, go on then, lead on. Lead on. Go on, Azra. Good to see the council have been out and cut the grass. That's the only useful thing they're doing in the village at the minute. Come on, Azra, come on. Come on, Azra, lead on. Go on, not the dirty water. Azra, lead on, come on. Very unlikely to let Ralph lead the way. Coming up for 50 minutes, guys. Doing well this morning. Come on, Azra, lead on. Obviously, little Ralphie, who you might have seen many times commenting, he's clever, and he's been able to comment like he does. He probably speaks better English than me. And obviously, Azra, you know. Hopefully you've enjoyed it this morning, guys. We've had a lovely stroll around the fields and the other village as well as our own. But we're getting to the point where we're going to start wrapping this up. So if you are joining up late, The replay will be on there later on. But for now, hope you enjoy your Sunday, whatever you're up to. Ralph and Azra, Julia are that way. We'll go this way, Azra. We'll straight line it. Just show you little Ralphie again, because you've obviously seen him typing away in the mornings. There he is. Right, guys. Enjoy your Sunday, and we will reconvene tomorrow.